In this module, we're going to take a really good look at denial of service attacks. And what you'll find as we go through this module is that they can take on many different flavors. And certainly there's more to denial of service attacks than just the DDoS attacks that you often see hitting the news headlines. We're going to look at those, and in fact we'll look at a bunch of news headlines as well. But we're also going to look at other ways of denying service to legitimate users. And it turns out that there are a whole variety of different attacks that can lead to this. Let's go and take a look at the overview. Firstly, the many flavors of denial of service. We're going to look at everything from exploiting a discrete function of a vulnerable web application to deny service just to one individual, all the way through to high volume, high impact, distributed denial of service attacks against the entire web application. All of these fit into the category of DOS, denial of service. And within that spectrum, we will see that often these attacks do target very specific features of web apps. Now that can be very targeted at the individual, or it can be a broad attack on the web app, or indeed the organization running the web app. So here's those different flavors again. There are lots of different angles to DOS. The thing about them though is that they can be enormously destructive. If a web application is rendered useless, whether that be just for one user that's being targeted, or especially for all users, for many organizations that are highly dependent on their web assets, that can have a huge impact. The unfortunate reality with denial of service attacks as well is that they have become very prevalent. In fact, they're so common now that they often don't even hit the front page of news headlines. And again, we will touch on some of those headlines as we go through this module. DOS is a really intriguing topic, in part because you can't always successfully defend against an attack. Let's now jump into the module and we'll start by defining denial of service.